I think that's interesting. I was thinking about, there's a story that I read about. It was a financial planner guy, helping people with managing money and getting out of debt. And he said he had 3 appointments with 3 different couples, in a row one day. And the first couple came in and they were making like $50,000 a year and they were going in debt and they were struggling. And so he was kind of like talking through like what's going on. And he said the couple told him like, our problem isn't spending. Our problem is our income is too low. They're like, we're not wasting our money. We just feel like if we could just make, 75,000, we're like just like $25,000 away from being okay. If we could just make $75,000, we would be fine financially. So that's really what we need to focus on, figuring out how to increase our income. He said, and as luck would have it, this couple number 2 was making $80,000 a year. So they were making $5,000 a year more than what couple 1 thought they needed to make in order to be okay. And they're in the same boat, right? They're struggling. They're going in debt and they're drowning financially. And so as he's walking through it, they say the same thing. They're like, our problem is an income problem. They said, what we need to make is about $100,000 a year. Like 80 grand is just not that much anymore. And that's where we feel like if we could get to that 800 grand, we would be fine. We'd have enough breathing space. And he said the next couple made 130,000 a year. And they were in the same boat with the same thought process. They just needed to make more money. And to your point, I think the issue in general, it doesn't matter it doesn't really matter how much money you make. It matters how you spend your money.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and there is some things, and I don't know what this would be adjusted for inflation, because this was like probably 7 or 8 years ago. They did a study on it and they said, after you make, I think it was like $54,000 a year.
I think I heard 65. I think maybe if you're saying that.
Yeah, maybe which would be adjusted. I mean, you're gonna have to adjust it for inflation a little bit. Like you will be no more happy with making more money.
Yeah.
Because once you can cover your basic living expenses, a place to live, pay your utilities, buy groceries, have a car to drive to and from work and buy gas and pay for your insurance. Like once you can cover all those basics, like it doesn't really it's not going to make you any happier to make more money.
Right.
If your level of happiness is kind of peaked at the basics being covered. And so how you choose to spend your money is really going to be what the difference is of whether or not you feel stressed about money and you feel like you're broke all the time. Is how you spend it.
No, for sure. And I think that's I don't know how much people want to like admit this in themselves, or there's always like a need for more.
Oh, for sure.
And so like, whether you're conscious of it or not, like have kids and watch them. Like, they just want more.
Well, and they're happy with like, you watch a toddler playing on the floor with a toy.
Yeah.
And they're happy with that toy until they see somebody else playing with a different toy.
Right.
And then they need that other toy.
Right. And I think the reality is you look at humans, like you look at adults. I don't think we grow out of that.
Yeah.
I'll throw myself under the bus. I have a story I think I've shared with you before, like sitting around with a group of men and they were showing off a truck. And then I was like, I want a truck. I couldn't afford one at the time, but like something in me is like, I now have to work
to get my
truck. And it's just like, why do I want one? Why do I need one? And it was like a big diesel truck, which something in me still wants one, but I was able to suppress that a little bit.
You went in the middle. You got a gas truck.
I went in the middle, got a gas.
You got a nice truck.
I got a nice truck. Yeah. But I think we don't grow out of that.
Yeah.
And so I think it is a trap that we often fall into of wanting more. And
see, when I park next to your truck every morning, I need to get a truck. Gerald's got a truck.
Yeah.
I need a big truck too.
Yeah. And so I think it is like a balance of realizing like,
I'm going shopping this next weekend. I'm going to buy a truck.
Ooh, there you go. You can buy exact one.
Right.
Same color and everything.
But I'm going to buy a diesel.
Yeah. That'd be great. What a way to just like rub it in.
Right. Like, and then I would just start it up, just like make sure.
Man. I don't know what it is about diesels. Not so much the newer ones because they've like made them quieter.
Yeah, they're quieter and they're the roar of the diesel. You know what else it is, and they've fixed this a little bit with making everything so efficient.
Yeah.
But for me, there's just something nostalgic because my dad was a truck driver, so there's something nostalgic for me when you hear the diesel engine roaring and you smell the diesel.
Yes,
because like now it's like so computer like they're like it's got to be an older diesel truck to like get that smell. But like just the smell of a diesel truck and like hearing it is like, there's just something like comforting to me. Like, I don't know. The other day I was like at a truck stop and I was like, oh, this feels like nice.
You stopped by just to be
I just need to sit here for a minute, decompress.
I like it.
Takes
Taking
me
you
back.
back.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like, you know, that in the movie Ratatouille.
Yep.
Where the food critic, he's eating, what is it that they make him?
Ratatouille.
They make him ratatouille. Yeah.
Right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ratatouille. They make him this pasta. No. They make him pasta.
No. Cole's laughing at us. He's like, what are they talking about? Because the rat's name's Remy. And so.
So it's got to be Ratatouille.
It's Ratatouille.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Cole confirms it's Ratatouille. Thank you, Cole.
We're all like, hopefully.
We're going to get hate for this. My niece Ella, she watches this, will cringe.
Yeah.
She's like, that's her favorite movie. Anyways, so the food critic takes a bite, right? And then it's like it flashes back and shows him to his childhood and everything, right? And it takes him back in time, and it just is like this peaceful thing for him. That's how I felt at a truck stop.
Yeah.
So
I believe it, man. There is something about. So anyways, all that to say, I think we don't grow out of that habit or that desire of wanting more, and we've made it a conscious effort of going, we want more.
Right.
But it's good to realize that and then go, we don't have to live.
We don't need more.
Yeah. We don't have to live in that treadmill of wanting more and then killing ourselves for more.
And it's okay to have more sometimes when you make that conscious decision to say, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Versus I have to do this.
Right.
All right. We don't have to be the toddler on the floor that goes and picks a fight to steal a toy. We can say, hey, I'm going to be content with the toy that I have.
Yeah.
I'll get another toy later when it's appropriate for me to do so.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.